Russian President Vladimir Putin is in Beijing for a 2-day visit. He is welcomed by his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping. This is Putin's first state visit after he was sworn in as Russian president for a new term, and also second visit to China in 6 months aimed at bolstering strategic partnership between the two nations. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin commenced their meeting in a narrow format on Thursday during Putin's state visit to China. Putin's visit comes as Russia has become more economically dependent on China following Moscow's military operation of Ukraine more than 2 years ago.
Moscow and Beijing have indeed gained the considerable experience of the practical cooperation. In 2023, the bilateral trade has increased for 1/4 and reached up to a good figure, $227 billion. China is our main partner in the trade and economy field. Russia has ranked 4th place in the list of the country's trade partners of China at the end of last year.
It's reciprocated by acknowledging efforts put in by both parties in developing and maintaining Russia-China ties.
Today's China-Russia relationship is hard-won and deserves to be cherished and cared for by both sides. The stable development of China-Russia relations is not only in line with the fundamental interests of both countries and their peoples, but also conducive to regional and even global peace, stability, and prosperity.
The visit comes as Russia intensifies its offensive in Ukraine's northeastern Kharkiv region. The West stands in solidarity with Ukraine, with aid coming in the US, Germany, and other allies. China remains one of Russia's crucial trading partners and diplomatic allies, following after the global fallout of Ukraine conflict. Putin is expected to have more meetings with his counterpart Xi Jinping and other top officials, emphasizing their commitment to the no-limits relationship they signed in 2022, just before Russia launched its military operation in Ukraine. The West, particularly NATO and the United States, have been critical of China and Russia's defense ties, accusing them of enabling conflicts such as the Ukraine war. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently raised concerns about Chinese defense equipment supplied to Russia being used in the Ukraine conflict during his visit to China.
The war in Ukraine demonstrates that security is not regional, security is global. The main country that is enabling Russia to conduct its war aggression against Ukraine in Europe is China. They are by far the biggest trading partner for Russia. They are delivering critical components to their weapons, electronics, advanced technology, which is enabling Russia to build missiles, drones, a lot of other stuff, which is key for their war against Ukraine.
70% of the machine tools, 90% of the microelectronics are coming from China. Now, these are dual-use items, but we know very clearly where so many of them are going. And this poses 2 problems. It is enabling Russia to continue the aggression against Ukraine, so it's perpetuating a war that China says it would like to see come to an end, as all of us would. But second, it's also enabling Russia to rebuild a defense industrial base that countries throughout Europe are deeply concerned will be turned against them after Ukraine is done.
The West will be watching the Xi-Putin tango closely, mindful of the implications of closer cooperation between Russia and China.